हेलो।
ठीक है, ओके ओके ओके।
हेलो।
Good afternoon to our respected principal, sir, Dr. R.B. Barjibe, IQAC coordinator, Dr. G. Kulkarni, sir, today's resource person for this seminar on addressing women's safety in India, Dr. Priti Subramanium, madam, our chairman of Women's Development Cell, Dr. S.M. Shinde, madam, and all present staff and students here. Before going for the seminar, I would like to share objectives of our Women's Development Cell. Objectives are as to develop the self-confidence among the students, to highlight the importance of health and hygiene, to organize seminars, workshops relating to the self-progress and improvement, to assert the importance of spiritual, economic, social, equal opportunity, to develop multidisciplinary approach for the overall personality development of students, to promote general well-being of female students. To achieve such objectives, we are providing activities, and those are followed as organizing the seminars, workshops for creating awareness and prop up students to active participation in the organized activities. So here I will request today's resource person, Dr. Priti Subramaniam, madam, for the seminar.
Good afternoon to all. Respected Principal Sir, Dr. R.B. Barjibe Sir, HODs of all departments, teaching and non-teaching staff, and all my dear students. Today, we all have gathered here to discuss about a very important topic, that is addressing women's safety in India. नहीं कैमरा ये होगा ना बैंड।
Priti ma'am. Hello. Hi ma'am.
Hello. So we are discussing. 1 minute, madam. Now it is audible.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So today we are discussing about what addressing women's safety in India. So there are different violence being occurred in society, as the violence which is occurring due to in terms of physical, emotional, and psychological, which is affecting the gender. It a girl or a boy. So this violence is occurring due to domestic violence, which may be occurred due to the occurred by parents, or due to the in-laws, or due to husband. All these harassment are done at domestic level. So one case has been occurred yesterday on 4th December in Delhi, which is called as a Delhi triple murder case, where a boy had murdered their parents due to property disputes. So such type of occurrence is due to domestic violence. Next is sexual harassment. Sexual harassment can be occurred in workplace, or in a educational society, or whenever you pass on a street. So this type of harassment is coming under sexual type of harassment. Then acid attacks. Sometimes the victims is having some personal revenge with one, due to that acidic attack takes place. Then honor killing. Honor killing means if a person get intercaste marriage, and their relatives or their parents will kill each other, so that comes under honor killing type. So these are the violence which is occurring in the society. Then why the reason behind the violence which is occurred in the society is, first is patriarchal norms. Patriarchal norms means it is related to the parents who are there in the society. Due to their disputes, this type of violence is occurred. Then second is gender inequality. People are differentiating between girls and boys. Due to that gender inequality, this type of violence is being occurring. Then economic dependency, due to lack of money in society, due to poorness in the society, this economic dependence is there. Lack of education lacking is there. Next is cultural and religious norms. Due to different culture and due to different religious background, such type of violence is generated. Then lack of legal protection. Protection is not done. Mostly protection is lagging behind in our society. Due to that, violence is occurred with women. Then the next is sigma aims. And means sharam. So these are the cases due to which violence is occurring. Next is
Hello. Hello, Preeti ma'am. Hello. Hello, Preeti ma'am.
Madam, Priti madam, your voice is not audible. अरे ना अभी
Sir, now it is audible.
madam, yes.
हाँ. Thank you, sir. कहाँ से रिपीट करना है सर? यहाँ से नेक्स्ट. हाँ.
Barriers. Ma'am, barriers.
Okay. So, barriers. So barriers to reporting to sexual harassment. So some of the barriers are there if the victim is there, and repression means this disclosure where the victim is said that by the society, go to the police and report, because that can affect the personal view of the girl or a lady. So the lady and the girl go behind and they don't go to the police station and they don't report. So these are some of the cases which forms a barrier in the society, and victim doesn't report, and due to that this cases goes on, and the innocent will not get justice. So these are some of the barriers which is there in the society. Due to that such thing occurs. Then what are the different overall statistic? According to the National Record Bureau 2022 report, it is seen that 4.2 cases of crime against women were registered across India in 2022. Marking only 4% increase every previous year, and this which translates that only 51 of FIR had been generated, means had been reported every hour. So the crime rate against women per lakh population stood at 66.4, where filing charge sheet was recorded only 75.8%. So this was the statistic. Now state-wise statistic. So Delhi is having the highest crime rates against women, where 144.4 per lakh population. In that, 14,247 cases was reported in 2022. And the next state is Uttar Pradesh, where it is registered the highest number of cases with 65,743 FIRs, followed by Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and West Bengal. So this is the graph which is showing the crimes against women under Indian Penal Code 2022. So cruelty by husband and the relatives are 31.4%. Kidnapping is about 19.2%. Then assist to outrage modesty is 18.7%. Rape cases is 7.1%, and other cases are 23.6%. So these are the graph which represents this much of crime is being occur in the country. Then what are the challenges in addressing crime against women? First is exploitation at the workplace. Exploitation is there in the workplace. Then lack of safety public places. Then insufficient infrastructure and resources is there. Then weak law enforcement and judicial system is there. Social stigma and victim blaming. This is there in the society. Then gender inequality and cultural attitude is more in society. Lack of education and awareness is not there in society. Economic dependency is there. Domestic violence, then technological and cyber threats are there. Substance abuse such as alcohol and other substance abuse is there. Then false allegations. So these are the some of the challenges due to which crime is being increased and women are facing going through these crimes. Then what are the different frameworks and initiative done? So first, legal framework, the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013, which shows that according to the Vishaka guidelines of Supreme Court, it defines about the safe working environment should be given to the woman. Second is Criminal Law Amendment Act at 2013. And the third is the Protection of Children from Sexual Offense Act, passed in 2012. So these are the different frameworks. Then the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, which was passed in 2006. Then the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act, which was passed in 2005. Then Indecent Representation of Women Act of 1986. And the last is the Immortal Traffic Prevention Act in 1956. So these are the various frameworks and initiative which is being done by our country. Then different judicial interventions. So in different judicial intervention, the first is Joseph Shrine. In Joseph Shrine versus Union of India in 2018, the case was against women's sexual harassment and reinforcement of paternal norms. So this was done in 2018. The next is Independent Thought versus Union of India, which was addressing the loopholes in the society, and different protection law was introduced under this session. Then Lakshmi versus Union of India. In this case, and it was considered that number of cases was done due to acidic attacks. So this law was introduced in 2014. Then in 2012, the Delhi rape case, that is Nirbhaya case, had occurred. So due to that, this law has been created on 2012. Then Lilu versus state of Haryana, in which two-finger test was done so as to check the whatever problem has generated to the girl, physical as well as mental integrity and dignity will be found by this act. Then next is the CEHAT versus Union of India and others, which was formed in 2003. So this was considered for prenatal, means many of the people, if they used to check that if the fetal is having a girl, then they used to abort. So to avoid this judicial intervention was done in 2003. And the last is the Vishaka and others versus state of Rajasthan, where the Vishaka, in this workplace, any employer is having a problem against women harassment. So for that, this act was formed in 1997. So this was different judicial intervention which is done by our country. Then other cases In Delhi, Domestic Working Women Forum versus Union of India, which was formed by the Supreme Court, so that if any violation occurs or any rape case occur that violate the human rights. So this article was, that is Article 27, was framed by the Constitution of India, so that if anything occurs regarding to the harassment of the lady, then they can go to the court and they can file the case. Then different government initiatives. Different government has done some initiatives to help to the victims. So first is the Nirbhaya Fund. If any lady is being is victim, so government will establish the Nirbhaya Fund to support project enhancing safety and security of women. Then the Ministry of Women and Child Development has the authority for reviewing and recommending proposal and schemes for funding under this fund. Next is one-stop center and women helplines. There are 24/7 helplines available. The Ministry of Women and Child Development has introduced one-stop centers which provide 24/7 emergency and non-emergency assistance, and helplines are available. Then Mahila Police volunteers are there. So the Mahila Police volunteers are trained, and they can give protection to the community and provide assistance to women in disaster condition. Then Swadhar Greece scheme is there. The Ministry of Women and Child Development. So if any woman faces any challenges due to their circumstances, so rehabilitation centers are there, which will provide shelter, food, clothing, healthcare facilities, as well as they can give economic and social security to help these women to live life with dignity. Then working women hostels are being arranged by the government, which implements the scheme to offer safe and conveniently locating houses for working women. So this scheme also aims to provide daily care facilities for their children, where feasible in urban, semi-urban and rural areas with employment opportunities for women. Then the next is Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. This scheme prevents gender-based sex selective elimination to ensure survival and protection of girl child, and to ensure education and participation of girl child. Then some investigation tracking systems for sexual offense is there, and it was done in 2019. The Ministry of Home Affairs had launched some tracking system for sexual offense to assist states and union territories in monitoring and tracking time-bound investigation in sexual assault cases, and mandated by the criminal law amendment, that is the Law Act, which was there in 2018. Then some emergency response support system is there, provided single emergency number 112 and computer aided dispatch field resources for disaster location. Then safe city projects are there, which is initiated by Ministry of Home Affairs in collaboration with Ministry of Women and Child Development under the Nirbhaya Fund, and it is aimed at creating a safe, secure, and empowering environment for women and girls in public spaces. So next is the awareness program. So government has provided many of the awareness program in school and colleges, so as to aware the students not to do such things which will affect the society. So awareness program and publicity campaigns on women rights through workshop, cultural events, seminar, training program, and media advertisement is done. So to avoid all this nuisance which is there in the society. Then what should be the way forward? What we should do to avoid all these things? First is we have to strengthen implementation. Strengthening implementation is very essential for both the genders. We have to strengthen our girls as well as for our boys, so that this type of violence will not be occurred in our society. Next is the fast track courts. Whenever the victim is there, he is going for reporting the problem which has occurred to him or her, then fast track courts should be there to resolve the cases as early as possible. Then gender sensitization should be there. Then enhanced police training should be there. For example, implementing a special police unit like SHE team has been, this type of team is done in Telangana Police for enhanced safety and security of women. Then improved supervisor support system. Supervisor support system should be there in the teaching place or in the workplace, so as to avoid all these things. Then economic empowerment should be there. Technology utilization should be there. Increased women representative. You have to increase women representative in workplace as well as in education society, so as to avoid such violence in the society. Then regular impact assessment should be done and media responsibility should be there. So these are the things which will avoid women harassment in the society. Next is, what are the recent instruction of Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare for safety of healthcare profession and patients? As you know that on August 8th, 2024, a case was there in Calcutta. A lady doctor was brutally raped and murdered. So these are the things which should be considered, and the Union of Ministers had given a centered, and that if any hospitals or patients are there, security is very important, and vulnerabilities while ensuring accessibility and safety for health profession and patients should be there. Then the ministry instruction outlines that 12 key recommendations, including the installation of high resolution CC cameras should be there, setting up control room for emergency responses, and ensuring security duty rooms and transport for female health professionals. So these are the things the union ministers had done compulsory in for the welfare of healthcare and patients. Then it emphasized the needs for well-trained security guards and restricted access to sensitive areas and comprehensive emergency plans. Then some additionally instruction called for improved lighting facility should be there, regular security training for staff should be there, and coordination with local police and emergency services should be done. So these were the things which we had discussed in our presentation. So now the conclusion of this topic is that there are so much challenges and crimes are going on in India against women, which demands a comprehensive, multi-pronged approach to address a deep and rich societal problem. So the grim statistic presented by this National Crime Report Bureau report serves a sobering reminder that more needs to be done to ensure safety and dignity of a woman in India. So as you are strengthening the implementation of existing laws, so if laws are implementation of existing laws are done properly, enhancing gender sensitization programs are done in your school, colleges, and in your workplace, and you are providing comprehensive support service, then only such type of thing will be will go to stop, and the women violence will not be done in the society. So these are the things which each and every person should keep in mind, so that such nuisance should not be done in the society. If anyone have any doubts, any questions, they can ask. 26 ही हो गई.
Now I will request our committee member, Professor Leena Agrawal, Madam, for vote of thanks. Please, Madam.
Hello, and a very good afternoon to all. As a member of Women Development Cell, it's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks at the conclusion of today's seminar on addressing women's safety in India, organized by Women Development Cell in collaboration with IQAC Cell and NDLI Club under the UGC initiative. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. R.B. Barjibe, our Honorable Principal, for his constant guidance and encouragement. So your support is always like a source of inspiration for all of us. Next, I would like to thank Dr. G.A. Kulkarni, sir, for IQAC coordinator for his valuable input. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. D.D. Patil, sir, NDLI Club President, for facilitating this meaningful collaboration. Your efforts have greatly enriched this program. A big thank to our speaker of the day, Dr. Priti Subramanium, Madam, member of Women Development Cell. Your insights into women's safety and strategies for eliminating gender-based violences were truly inspiring and thought-provoking. I also wish to thank Dr. S.M. Shinde, ma'am, Chairman of Women Development Cell, for her meticulous program planning and execution of this seminar. Your efforts in promoting awareness and dialogue on such critical topic are truly commendable. Next, I would like to thank Professor A.D. Pathak, sir, for his constant support and guidance for organizing such activities. Last but not least, my deepest gratitude to all the students for patiently listening this seminar. You are the driving forces behind such initiative, and your involvement gives us a hope for brighter and safer future. As we conclude, let's carry forward a lesson from today and contribute towards a safer and more inclusive society. Once again, thank you for being a part of such a significant program. Have a great day ahead. So with the permission of higher authority, I declare that the program is over and now you can leave this program.
Madam, hello madam, take a group photo. All the participants and staff members, please switch on your camera for group photo.
I will request all to on their cameras.